Hi, this is Jim Stricker, and I'm just going to be recording a brief walkthrough of how a user would interact with my Headline Scraper object, Headline Scraper CLI program that I just made. So let me just navigate to the correct folder. Let me see. Okay. So once I get it set up to be properly to be a Ruby gem, the user would start just by typing in headline scraper like this from anywhere in in their computer. They wouldn't have to be in a particular directory. But for now, until I get that fixed, we're just going to do navigate to the folder in which my Git repository is initialized and go with bin headline scraper and just use this. And I have a bit of a slow internet connection, so it's loading. But what the user is going to see is a welcome message and then a list of headlines, the top three headlines from CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC. Yeah, so there it is. There's the date and time at which all this was rendered. So this is at this given moment. These are the top three headlines on each of these websites. So the first one, first thing that the user could do is they could, if they just wanted to go to one of the home pages of one of these users, they could go they could just type in Reuters, and it opens the Reuters homepage. I have a slow internet connection, but that was working. You could do the same thing with. Hold on. So you could do the same thing with. No, it's got to load again, but you could do the same thing with a different one. And it's not hard coded. These aren't hard coded menu options. These are based on attributes in each of these. Well, we have network objects and then we have article objects. So they're being produced based on how many network objects there are in existence and how many article objects there are in existence. So typing the name of a headline of a program, the name of a network lets you go to the homepage of that network. So that's loading. Go ahead and run this again, and then we can see what about you can see the sub menus. Once we go one layer deeper into each of these headlines. Yeah, so this is loading. You're gonna have slow internet connection. Okay, so this is loading now. I sort of delayed it so that the user wouldn't have a whole ton of things just thrown at them with this sort of out of view if they're viewing in a smaller window. So if you want to view one of these particular information about one of these particular items, you go like Reuters, then put a colon, then a number. So Reuters 1. It's going to load. So what we have here is the name of the network, Reuters, the headline itself, the time at which the time at which this article was posted on the website, or whatever time is listed as under one of the metadata tags for the article, and then a description of the article, which is, again, very conveniently included in the source HTML's meta tags for almost every single news website. So options that you can have is you can exit by typing exit at any time. We won't do that. You can return to the previous menu by typing 2 if you saw the, let me see, MSNBC 1. You can turn to the previous menu by pushing 2. It's basically number-based menu options when it's simple. But when you have when you're choosing from like a network and one of the network's articles, it's a little more complicated. So you type in like a custom command based on the network. So let's see. So for this one, 1,000 rally after Trump rescinds DACA. So yeah, here's the description of the article, so the person can decide if they feel like reading it. You can either return to the previous menu by pushing 2, as I just showed, or you can view the article in browser by pressing 1. Right now, doing that ends the program. It ends the script. And what I'm eventually going to do is make it so that it doesn't end this program. It just says like article rendered and then returns to this. But I've sort of run out of time on that. So yeah, so this loaded. The article itself is loaded. And here it's more of a video because MSNBC keeps it very cable focused, very cable news focused. So that is essentially all there is to it. And I've set it up so that it would be relatively easy to add more options for these, except more options, except for different networks. So that would be very easy to add later. I think I am going to add a couple more later. First, I'm going to focus on getting this basic version published on Ruby Gems, and I'll just add more publications features over time by updating it and adding new versions. So thanks. That's pretty much it.